It's food o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. It's been a really busy morning this morning on the channel. March 2023 has hit, and literally for the first time I feel in at least 2 years since that whole 2020 thing happened, things are really kicking off. It feels like things are finally getting back to normal. What do I mean by that? Well, Tesco have launched some new beers. Aldi are launching all sorts of different food products. Guinness have brought out a Surge thing that goes on the top of the can, which we just reviewed. And after reviewing that, I'm kind of hungry. I want something to eat. So I was in Aldi and I picked up this triple meaty feast. £2.49. And what I find slightly peculiar about this is that it goes in the microwave. And it goes in the microwave for 1 minute and 50 seconds on an 850 watt microwave. Or if you've got a 1000 watt microwave, it's 1 minute and 45 seconds. But the reason why I find this slightly peculiar is, now do you take the packaging off? I'm pretty sure. Remove all packaging and place sub-roll on a microwavable plate. Heat on full power and leave for 2 minutes. Okay, so you take this little bit of plastic wrap off. I'm almost tempted to put it in my little kind of George Foreman style panini press. But what I'm finding peculiar about it is there's quite a bit of meat in here. You've got some cheese, lots of little bits of kind of pepperoni slices and some salami ham in there with lots of kind of a tomato-y base on it. But I've been to Italy quite a few times. I've never put pepperoni in the microwave before, or salami for that matter. They've asked me to do it. I will do it. I could eat it cold, but I fancy warming it up. I'll be back in about 2 minutes when this is cooked. Okay, so here we go then, and fair play, this looks pretty decent. Looks pretty decent. Loads of melty cheese. Obviously it's been kind of put together to be microwaved. I was almost kind of desperate in effect to put it in a panini press or something, or like a George Foreman or something of that manner. But everything looks good. That kind of semolina roll that they've used, all soft and squidgy like it should be. I'll tell you what it reminds me of. Straight away, it reminds me of aeroplane food. If you've been on an aeroplane and you see the menus that come round and it all looks fantastic on the menu and you think, oh, I'm really hungry and I really want this. You order it and it kind of comes out like this. Bit of like a squidgy like roll going on. Started snowing since we put the food in the microwave. You probably hear it on the glass roof above. Meat in my teeth, which is a good sign. It's a good sign that there's plenty of meat in this. It tastes good. Meaty, loads of tomato base. Semolina roll is good. Pepperoni is good. Slightly spicy, slightly peppery. Do you know my biggest bugbear? My biggest bugbear is that I bought this in Aldi and it cost me £2.49. That's my biggest bugbear. When you go to Aldi, you have visions. It's only natural because it's a kind of a bargain basement supermarket. It's only natural to think that everything's going to be kind of cheap as chips. But for £2.49, it's not really, is it? Or is it, it's just 2023? And we've gone through this whole cost of living thing, and everything seems to cost the world these days. The tomato base is it's almost kind of like pizza like. I think that's what they've gone for here, Aldi. That looks like a slice of bacon. There's loads of salami. Fair play, there's lots of meat in this. There's lots of meat, but they've gone for this really kind of tomatoey base in this roll. It's very pizza-esque. So, of course, being 43 years of age, being able to look past that kind of whole 2022 thing where everything went up in price, I say to you guys, I'm kind of shocked by the price, that £2.49 price point. What would have I expected to pay for this in say 2021 when things were kind of normal? Well, I reckon £1.49. £1.49, I reckon that would have been all in. Same type of roll, loads of meat, and then you're thinking to yourself, absolute bargain. But do you know what the funny thing is with inflation is that if you ask my grandmother how much she paid for a ham roll with cheese in it when she was a kid, first of all, she probably would have said, didn't get that kind of stuff during the war. And the second thing she would have said was, something like half a penny or half a halfpenny or something like that. So, what I'm trying to say here is that I think it's just about getting used to paying these prices. Pretty sure wages will go up. Everything will go up accordingly. It's just getting used to paying. Because you look at a price point, don't you? And you're so used to paying a certain price point. Say you're £1.49. That you see something like this now for £2.49 in Aldi. I wouldn't mind if it was Marks and Spencer's, but you see this in Aldi and it makes you go, ooh, a little bit, Makes you just kind of like bulk back a little bit at the price. But it's pretty decent food. It's pretty decent food. Pretty decent food for your money. Bread's decent. Loads of meat. The cheese is that American style cheese. There's not much cheese flavour coming through. It's aeroplane food. That's exactly what it is. It's kind of like an aeroplane meat sandwich dinner. Rating, triple meaty feast from Aldi. For me, today, in this very moment, I'm really busy. I've had a really busy morning. I literally scoffed a cookie in Lidl as I was doing my shopping. I've been to Tesco buying Guinness surges, and I've been to Aldi picking up other things. And you realise when you're picking up all this stuff to review on the channel, you realise that you haven't eaten. Or you've just had a cookie and you've just spent an hour reviewing the Guinness Surger thing, and you're like, oh, I'm a bit hungry, I'm a kind of bit peckish. Something like that, because now I got 4 more beer reviews to do. Got a few new brew dogs from Tesco, a Northern Monk from Tesco, and just stuff from Tesco really for review. But it means I can get on with it. It means now I've banged that dinner in the microwave, I've stood here, I've reviewed it, now I can get on to the beer reviews. And I like the fact that it was tasty, and it was quick, and it was like no fuss, and it was done in the microwave in less than 2 minutes, and bish bash bosh, bang, done, tasty, job done. There are people like me out there that I've never been overly fussed by food, me. I've never been like your gourmet, spend hours chopping up onions and tomatoes and garlic and all that prep work in food. It's never really appealed to me. This type of stuff has always appealed to me. Bang it in the microwave, get it done, back on the beer. I like that triple meaty feast enough to give it, a 7 out of 10? 7 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Little bit pricey, but tasty. Very convenient. Thanks for watching. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.